Hey everybody, this is Bradley Wilson with 6'5 Realty. Today I'm with my friend Nathan Bennett out here at the Hardy Automotive Group in Dallas, Georgia. We're going to ask him 6 questions in 5 minutes. So let's get started.
Sounds good, man. Thanks for having me on the show today.
Absolutely. Nathan, what the question everybody wants to know to get started is, how long have you been in car sales?
On the sales side of things, I've been in sales probably for 7 years now. And before, what got me into this is I started a towing and repossession business, and got tired of the headache and wanted to stay. Had a lot of success and fun in the automotive world, and I ended up just hopping into a car dealership, and it's I've been trapped ever since.
You've had the bug.
I've had the bug. Yeah, absolutely.
You consider yourself a people person?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, this fits me all day long. I mean, coming from the locker room and playing football, you know, I was kind of lost in the world. I didn't know what I wanted to do or how I was going to do it, and met a random person in Mississippi that offered me a job in Atlanta buying cars for a company called Pull Apart.
Oh, wow.
So I was with them for about a year, and got the locker room-itis, and decided that I got tired of corporate and went into my own towing and repossession business, and had a lot of success, a lot of ups and downs with it, but did not like the liability of owning my own repo company. Started spending a lot of time in the court system, if you would, and one fateful day I was bored, and I walked into the car dealership, and I've been doing this for 7 years now.
Fantastic. That's great. So the next question comes along. What would you say is the number one challenge for consumers in today's car market?
Well, I think it's the consumers itself, the customer, seeing, feeling, and touching the inventory. You know, before this COVID chip shortage thing, you know, this particular dealership was blessed to have 550 units on the ground that customers could come see, feel, touch, drive. If we didn't have the exact color they wanted, we could take one of the 550 and trade for their perfect car, or they could still factory order it. But today, sitting here, we're sitting in one of, I think we have 15 new cars on the lot. But the perception is, you know, where do I get my car from, or how do I see it? I think that would be the hardest thing, seeing, feeling, and touching. But we're still selling an abundance of cars every month. We're just selling them in a different manner. We're selling them off the truck. So
there you go.
People are giving us $1,000 deposit before they even get to see their car. And
wow. The
older generation's having trouble with that. But the new generation, I think, understands it. You know, once you go to 5 car lots and they didn't have but 25 combined cars total, they're at the point where they want what they want. So they'll put their deposit down, and had high level of success with this method in today's market.
All right, I'm going to sneak a personal question in there. You mentioned football earlier. You played at Clemson University. Now, do you see Clemson, this is just a rebuilding year? They're going to be back on the top of the mountain next year?
Yeah, they're having a rebuild year. They're still young, but the core of their team is still there. They lost a lot of key pieces, but that offensive line is going to get bigger and stronger, and I think they're going to pull back to being number 1 again.
There you go. You heard it here first. Clemson number 1, 2022. So before we get to 2022, we got to finish out this year. When it comes to Hardy out here in Dallas, they're celebrating Christmas. They got the tree on the lot. Anything special going on that we need to know about? A community promotion?
The only promotion that we got is great customer service. I mean, being here, they've been in business for 44 years. They're all word of mouth. We don't do a lot of crazy sales and marketing like other dealerships, because we just take care of our customer base. And that's I've never been a part of a dealership like this that thoroughly cares about, number 1, its customer base, but number 2, the employees. I mean, I've worked for some great outfits over the last 7-8 years. And I've never been around an ownership group like this that actually thoroughly cares. When they say we're the Hardy Family Automotive Group, that's exactly what you feel like. And once you enter in the door as a consumer, a customer, you should feel that. Everybody is really warm. They greet you. They'll give you hugs. You know, I've never been a part of anything like that before.
I got you. Well, listen, on a personal note, as a customer of the Hardy Family Automotive Group, I can tell you that is all true. So switching gears a little bit to real estate, I want to ask you a question. Let's say, looking back at the last 5 years, how would you describe your most recent real estate transaction? Was it a headache? Was it easy? Was it pleasant?
It's a nightmare. I mean, we just relocated. I've been home for about a year and a half now. We relocated from the West Coast. I was up in Seattle, Tacoma area of Washington State, and just on a whim decided to quit my job, and we decided to move home. And I didn't know what the market was going to be like down here during COVID. And so I also have an understanding that all the prices for everything's overinflated, especially in the real estate industry. And we struggle to find a place to stay. You know, I don't know how to say that. I mean, every time I would call or inquire about a home, it was already rented and or taken, and it's just it was a nightmare.
Gotcha. Well, looking ahead to the next time you buy or sell or invest in real estate, what would you say would be the top 2 qualities you would look for in an agent?
Transparency and communication. You know, some people in this market, they have the is what it is attitude. You know, they probably have 30 applications to one house right now in this market, and I guess taking the time to listen to what I actually want versus this is what I have, you can take it or leave it. That attitude is what I've found the most, because with everybody selling their homes and buying homes right now, I don't think people really listen, because they know, they take their job for granted right now, that everything it's going to happen no matter what. If you don't want it, Bradley, I got somebody for it.
Right.
That's the biggest thing. I guess somebody actually listening to my needs and wants in that realm.
Very good. Well, listen, Nathan, thank you so much for having me out here.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah, it's always good to see you. And this has been just another episode of 6 Questions in 5 Minutes. Here with Nathan Bennett. Come see him out here in Dallas, Georgia. Nathan, if somebody wanted to come see you, how would they get in touch with you?
You can just give me a call myself. My number is 404-960-1618. Drop me a line. I'll try to help you the best of my ability.
Excellent, excellent. Everybody out there, we'll see you at the next episode. Thank you so much.